Good morning, guys, and happy Saturday. Welcome to my little place. A lot of y'all been asking about that red velvet cake, and can you put mayonnaise in any cake to give it that moisture that red velvet cake had? Yes, any of the cakes. You do your box cake, follow all of the recipes and take a half of cup of mayonnaise and put it in, or Miracle Whip. I talk funny, so I'm sorry if my speech impairment, if y'all not understanding what I'm saying. But the Miracle Whip, the mayonnaise that go on the sandwiches, yes, you put a half a cup of that in any cake mix. I got that recipe from a baker at Portillo's. I don't know if y'all got a Portillo's, them chocolate cakes Portillo's had. And I was like, hey, I normally don't like chocolate because it be so dry, and stuff like that. He's like, you know what the secret ingredients is? I was like, no. He said mayonnaise. He said put where they do the big ones. But I don't know what his recipe, because you know they cook a bunch of cakes. They do a big old thing and they do them on a assembly. But anyway, half a cup of mayonnaise in your cake, and it will give it that moisture and stuff that it needs. So any of your cakes, you can put it in yellow cakes, whatever. You can follow the box cakes recipe or however. And then with the icing that I use cream cheese, confectioner sugar, vanilla flavor, and some milk. And that's what made the cheesecake icing. So if you ever want to make cheesecake, that's the stuff, you know. So confectioner sugars look like flowers, but it's much brighter. It's more whiter than flowers. And oh, butter, real butter, not the salted butter. So don't put butter with salt, because then now you'll have that salty taste for the cake. No, no, no. Unsalted real butter, not mayonnaise, not what is that one? Not that I can't even think, but not that other stuff. That stuff that's not butter. Real butter. Use real butter. So if you want to make any cake icing, real butter, unsalted butter, confectioner sugar. So you can make your buttercream, you know, with the confectioner sugar. You want to make chocolate frosting, you take cocoa powder, the butter, the confectioner sugar, you mix it all up. That's how you make the chocolate. You know what I mean? So I don't use box icing. I make all of my own icing. Any icing that you want to make, go on YouTube, say how to make buttercream icing, how to make chocolate icing, how to make, and there's people that then did it. So you can learn all of these things. But guys, I'm the baby of the family. So my mother had 7 kids. So every time they would cook, my siblings never know I can cook. So they would always tell me, oh, you just bring the pot, or you just bring something. Nothing insist on cooking. So finally, you know, my sister had been coming over a lot, and I've been cooking for her. And she's like, oh my God, you really can cook. I made her the oxtails. And she's like, those was the best oxtails she ever had in her life. So with the oxtails, I clean the oxtails, right? Clean them, my vinegar, season them, and I use ketchup. Ketchup is acidic. Ketchup tenderize those oxtails to the point they fall off the bone. So I clean them, I season them, let them marinate in the refrigerator, wrap in the ketchup and all the seasoning and stuff. Get up the next day, put them, brown them, cook them on all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, them oxtails is cut different. So then I take them and put them in the oven with my beef broth for the 3 hours with my onions and whatever. Them oxtails fall off the bone. So I've been cooking more because they told me that I was pre-diabetic, so I don't want to become a diabetic. So now I used to go to a restaurant every day. I change the way I eat. So when y'all was asking me, do I bake all the time? No, I don't bake all the time because, you know, the pre-diabetic. So I don't do a lot of baking. I used to. The turntable came off. And no, that one didn't. That one came from a big old cake shop, because that's a heavy duty one. And I now then drilled it to a board and put it to a bar stool, because if you guys that watch me, I make hats, so it's easier for me to maneuver to design a hat, didn't have to pick the head up. So I just converted it into that. So I'm like, okay, now it's on a bar stool. So you can get turntables from Amazon to make your cakes and make it more easy. The easier to ice in the cake, the more thicker your icing is, the better. The more soupy, the longer it takes. So butter, confectioner sugar, vanilla flavor. They got butter flavor. Just go down Walmart, go down to Cake Aisle, and you'll be amazed of all the things they have to do with cooking cakes. Those pans that I got, them silicone pans, the best pans to bake cakes in. Even though I got my other cake pans too, but those are just so convenient. They just pop right out. Boop. So that So yes, so cooking is my love language. I love to cook. I love to create. I love to make things. So for the people that's been watching me, I got on my workout journey, and now I've always had a problem with my neck from a car accident, with the disc messed up in the back of my neck. But now that I'm 51, my neck have got severely worse. So what y'all see, and I do have a very severe anxiety disorder and a social disorder where I'm socially awkward. I get out in social and I freeze like a statue. I don't know. I get a lot of anxiety like I'm having a heart attack. So I'm not a social person. So that's why y'all never see me interacting outside and doing this with people, because I'm not a social butterfly. I'm very socially awkward with severe anxiety. So the skating thing, like, I want to learn this sexy skating in place. I probably would never make it to the skate rink to do any of these things. So I'm trying to learn and different stuff, but I realized I got the bigger stopper on the skates. In order to do some of the stuff, you need the smaller stopper. That's not going to work. Right now, I'm kind of scared to take that off, because you need the skates to go up and you kind of like on your toes, like Michael Jackson. And I'm kind of terrified because of the fracture that I sustained on the skates with Gino. So, but yeah, cooking is my love language. All of these clothes I made. So it was like, even if I feel like if I got to retire, now that YouTube allowed me to do music, and music is a great love language. And like I said, a lot of my videos not edited. If I fall, like I was doing a video inside peanut butter, outside jelly, when I put the icing and it went halfway on the cake, I just kept rolling. So I do this intentionally to give y'all something to laugh about or whatever, because I noticed that back in the day when I was doing my video, it's almost like you walk up, turn. The videos was boring. So to put a little humor in your videos, it makes it exciting. So I ain't completely lost it. That's kind of what I'm doing. So now my love language is my food, and I'm showing, even if I don't be able to make clothes again, I want to have my portfolio of all the clothes I did. So we ain't even got through the closet yet. So y'all gonna see me prancing and dancing. I gotta find another outfit to put on to prance around today for y'all. So my videos are not for perfection. They're designed to showcase my work, and the videos is not perfect. Welcome to my little house on a prairie, so thank y'all for being here, and I appreciate it. But yes, those cake recipes, any cake you use, you can put the mayonnaise, follow the same box recipe, but then just add the mayonnaise to it, and it'll give moisture, especially with chocolate and red velvet cake. Any cake icing, butter, confectioner sugar, vanilla flavor, butter flavor, whipped cream. So always go on YouTube how to make this. So remember, no salted butter. I don't use ever a box cake stuff to do my cakes, or I'm talking about the icing and stuff. I make all that. It's just better. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all being here, and yeah, y'all want to see more cooking, more clothes, more me, because like I said, I get on here and talk sometime, because if I never talk, oh, who's this little silly lady? She's some. Everybody always gonna take it wrong, regardless. But this ain't a dating site, okay? Nobody's on here looking for a date. And I see some of the comments, some of it I don't. I try to comment to as many of y'all that I can, because I'm doing all this from my phone, and a lot of stuff I can't see. And just for the people, the mean people, for the people that like to say mean and real, I kind of block that out. So you could put the settings, so hateful speech or something, so the computer will pick that up. So to be honest, y'all wasting y'all time by writing it, because a lot of stuff that if it's wrote in a way where the internet, I never see them comments. So a lot of times I got my stuff filtered, because I can't see a lot. I remember when I was on TikTok, and it can get really nasty over there. So this experience I'm not going to have on YouTube, because I'm not allowing that type of energy in my space. I'm going to do my thing over here, but also I got the blockers on. Y'all not getting in here with that bullshit. I'm not letting y'all. So anyway, y'all have a great Saturday. But yes, any cake, y'all can do it. Thanks for listening. Have a blessed Saturday. Toodles.